you've got to go beyond the immediate reaction to the general election. I mean, there is no doubt that the Labour Party will basically attempt to form a minority administration, and they will dare both the SNP and the Liberal Democrats to bring them down. But you now need to remember your history of the October 1974 Parliament, okay? Well, point one is, I mean, a lot of Labour people say, well, of course, we will be able to call another election at a time of our own choosing and be able to get an overall majority. That's what Harold Wilson tried in October 1974, and essentially the stratagem failed. And by 1976, when John Stonehouse went for a rather long swim off a Florida beach, the Labour Party lost its majority. But then also remember what happened for a long time in the 74 to 76 Parliament. The Conservatives were not willing to try to bring the government down until we reached a position in the opinion polls where it's perfectly clear that if the government was brought down and we were to have a general election, then the Conservatives were willing to bring that government down. And that's the point at which the Labour Party was forced to negotiate with the Liberal Party, the Lib Pact. So the crucial thing is not necessarily what happens immediately after the election. It's what happens when a minority Labour administration is in trouble and cannot contemplate the prospect of going to the country. And then they will face, and it may be a fascinating choice. Do they do a deal with Liberal Democrats, which might mean proportional representation, because their price is also a very high price for Labour? Or is it to do a deal with the SNP over independence? And that's the point at which the pressure would exist. It's not immediately after the election. It's if that minority administration gets into trouble such that going into the country is no longer an option.